Hello, everyone. It's okay, Mo's just sipping her tea.
I'm picking my lemonade.
I picked the most awkward time to say that. The funny thing is, I didn't even do that on purpose. I just looked over and there's Mo frantically gulping down the last of her lemonade. The funny thing too is, like, I look over and there's like a look of panic on your face too.
I'm gonna finish drinking my lemonade.
I'm a very impatient person. You okay there, bud?
Yeah. I didn't inhale it like I did the other day with my M&Ms.
So, have you ever snorted milk out of your nostrils?
Yes.
How is that possible?
I don't know, but it hurt.
I imagine it's like acidic.
I remember doing that. It hurt really bad.
Well, what do you have to do to even cause it to happen?
I don't even remember. It happened when I was pretty young.
Okay. Were you laughing, like coughing
Yeah, I
a
think
lot?
I was laughing.
Okay. And then you're like, I'm never gonna do this again.
Yeah.
You're never gonna laugh again.
This is a terrible decision.
Childhood trauma.
Obviously, I didn't do a good job of that. I laugh all the time. I think though I laugh when I actually want to do something else, like cry. It's just my default setting. Like if I don't know what to do or if I'm like anxious, I just kind of laugh. You know?
Oh, like
Yeah.
your awkward laugh, you don't know what to do with yourself?
Yeah, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't really laugh that much.
You do with me.
Well, I don't like laugh loud.
That's true.
I have like a more of a quiet laugh.
Yeah.
Actually, it used to be my it used to be my metric for how funny a TV show was when it actually made me laugh out loud when I'm by myself, because I
Yeah,
rarely
that
do
makes
that.
sense. That makes sense. I feel that.
Yeah. What show? Well, there was a couple of YouTube channels, I guess, that made me laugh, but I was sitting with someone. I'm trying to think what show it was that
What
made
are
me laugh
these
so hard.
things roaming the hills?
Oh, those are enemies. If you run into them, like, it'll initiate a fight.
Oh wow. Okay,
But-
well, let's not do that.
Yeah, I don't feel like it. The fights, I don't know, like, if you get enough of these fights in a row in the game, it kind of annoys me after a while. So I try to, like, limit the amount of fighting I have to do just because
But
I
they're
get
not
tired
on
of
our
it.
monster list, right? Like we don't have to fight them.
Well, you don't have to fight the monster list, period.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah, it's the flying koi fish that use their wings as
Oh,
weapons.
wow.
I don't think that particularly tough even.
Oh jeez, this is intimidating.
So, funny thing about Japanese lore, koi fish, is it koi fish? Yeah. So, you know the Pokemon Magikarp, right? It's based off of koi fish, they're both red or whatever. The legend in Japan is if a koi fish makes it up a waterfall, it becomes a dragon.
What?
Yeah, like somehow gains its right to be a dragon, and that's why it evolves into Gyarados.
Oh, that's cool. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's really neat.
But I don't think Gyarados is a dragon-type Pokemon in the game.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I think it's a water flying type.
Might be.
If you have
I'm so new to
personally,
Pokemon still. I'm like, I don't know.
if you ever feel like you've been personally attacked by Pokemon for Pokemon types, like, comment, and subscribe. So here's the crazy thing. In the original Pokemon game, like Blue and Red, they didn't have enough memory to program in more than one type for each Pokemon.
Huh.
So that's why every single Pokemon in the original game has only one type. So Charizard is only fire for the entire game.
Interesting. Huh.
And it's only I think it was like Generation 3 maybe where they introduced it. But they also, Mew only came about as a Pokemon because they had room for one more Pokemon on the game's memory. So they were like, 151, let's go. And I don't even remember how you get Mew in the original game. Like, I feel like you had to go to a special event and they had to give it to you or something. Like this little dance he does. I also like the part of chemistry that's not like, let's not do something super precise. Let's just like throw a bunch of crap together and see what happens and if that works. Woo. I miss fireworks shows. I didn't get a good 4th of July
I don't
this
like
year.
Fireworks.
Really? I used to shoot them off.
They just make me feel really weird. And
I have a
nervous.
question, Mo. Are you
Yeah.
secretly a dog? 'Cause you know how dogs are terrified.
Not that I know of.
My favorite YouTube video online is this video of this little, I think it's a dachshund, little wiener dog, and the family's shooting off Roman candles. Which, do you know what those are? They're these
Nope.
fireworks that are like on a long stick, and the individual fireworks are like wrapped in a little ball, and they shoot off one at a time. And they shoot off like maybe 20 feet at most. But anyways, dog looks at the Roman candle, is like, stick. Must grab it.
No.
So picks it up as it's firing fireworks and it's just running around the yard. And it's it's running around people too. So like they're being shot with the Roman candles.
Oh my gosh.
It makes me laugh so hard every single time. You know, it was such a great idea to buy mint and put it in the balcony. It's just a nice way to end the day. Just drink a cup of mint tea.
Oh, did you put it in your tea? Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
That's what you do with mint.
Oh.
And it grows like a weed too, for whatever reason. So I have 3 types of mint on the balcony. I almost killed one, and it's because for whatever reason it just wants, like, Miracle Grow isn't enough for it. So you need to go out.
Okay, look, I know you got the miracle stuff.
Yeah.
but-
No, all you do is like try to love it as much as possible, give it the best dirt, and it's
Wow.
like, this is all you got, I'm gonna
Right.
die. So I had to go outside and just like shovel up some regular dirt, and it immediately took off. Like 2 days later, there was
What?
like an exponential growth
What?
in it. I was like, sorry, I almost killed you. I guess I'm gonna go outside and plant you in a forest. Speaking of which, when hiking the other day, there was this herd of deer, not 10 feet off of the trail. All of them were laying down except one. They were just staring at us, and they did not have a problem with us being there
Oh my
whatsoever.
goodness.
It was pretty cool.
I legitimately thought we were gonna end up blowing this guy's house up.
Somehow I remember that
I'm glad that we
happening.
didn't,
Yeah.
though.
That'd be slightly rude.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll get over it though.
Yeah, given that he's a video game character.
You can abuse video game characters quite a bit and they don't care.
What is the steaming pile of leaves? What does that mean?
So, you can't do this now, but eventually you get this power to blow wind, and you blow the leaves
Oh.
away,
Oh, that's cool.
and you get a reward for that.
That's neat. Ooh, treasure chest.
What am I gonna get? I got a rat statue. One of the 13 zodiac animals. Nice. Okay, and there's one more thing I have to do out in this plane. Oh, I'm gonna revive these little trees right here. I don't know why, but my favorite part of this game has to be reviving the sakura trees. There's just something about it. No. Strike like that. There we go. You know what? I can't wait for the school year to start up, because then people can recommend good books to me again when everyone's forced to read. Do you ever have that issue where it's like, I want to read, but I don't know of any good books to read right now, so I don't know what to do exactly?
Not really. I like keep a list of books that I want to read.
Oh, that's probably a smart thing to do. No, I'm
But I
always
also
like,
don't read that fast. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
I probably, I don't know. Like the most recent book I read was that Educated book. I finished that in like 3 days. Probably the fastest I've read something in a long time. But I also usually don't read like, I guess like stories, if that makes sense. Like
Mhm.
usually if I pick up a book, it's like a history book or like a textbook. I don't know. Which probably means I need to read more casually.
my reading style is kind of odd because I know I read very, very fast, and it's
Yes.
because I do a lot of skimming. I definitely don't read every single word on the page. I'd be surprised if I read more than 20 words on a page.
That's it?
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's sufficient enough for me to get the general context of what the author is trying to say.
Oh my goodness.
But when I read super complicated books on topics I'm not familiar with, because here's the thing, if I'm reading a book on a topic that I already feel comfortable about, I can fill in most of the author's arguments for them, because I know what direction it's heading. Like, that's how I got through that Clash of Civilization book pretty quickly. It's because
I see.
I know the literature
Yeah.
basis well enough to know what argument he's going to make here, and I don't feel the need to reread it, basically. But when I'm reading a book, because I have several books I purchased recently on astrophysics, and another book that's a pretty complicated philosophical argument. And I found myself like having to force myself to slow down because I was like, I'm not absorbing any of this
That makes
material
sense.
because I'm just not familiar with it whatsoever. Okay, I think I can go back to the village now. I have done everything there is to do. So this is a cool thing. This is actually a portal.
What?
I think you have to purchase coins though in this game to move around. I don't know how exactly it works.
That's cool.
Okay, going all the way down here. Next part was I think I have to revive all the sakura trees in the village. Am I remembering correctly? That was definitely a circle.
Yeah.
Don't at me like that. I have drawn much worse circles.
Much worse circles in this game.
And you were more forgiving than that. There we go. Cool. Missed these last ones. So I think you can get most 2 in a row. And so I'm trying to line them up to like...
Get them all.
Well, you can see I'm a white wolf right now. Like I just ran out of ink. I didn't do anything. What the heck? What did you want me to do? Oh, it wanted me to go through the gate? That's stupid. Okay. Maybe later. Oh wait, did it actually let me leave? Oh yes.
Oh wow, look
Cool.
at that. It said, well, if you must. If you
Well,
insist.
I was gonna be really annoyed if I had to go back all that distance just to
Yeah.
walk through the gate, and it doesn't do anything for me particularly at this point. Wow, it feels so much more breezier. I wonder how low their CO2 levels are in this game. Since this video is probably going to come out several days later, we're still on the monitoring how much CO2 is coming in our house kick at this point. Okay, revive that tree. No, we're gonna revive it like this. So on top of my computer there are several fans sitting there and I keep meaning to install them into my computer and I'm never doing it. It's surprisingly easy to build a computer. Like, as long as you aren't missing any parts, it's kind of intuitive where everything needs to go. It takes a lot of planning.
I was about to say, that does not sound intuitive to me.
Yeah, and I'm generally not the greatest planner. Mainly because I don't have the patience to sit down and do like research into things. Kind of like the first thing I see, I'm like, I'm gonna buy that. And it doesn't matter if it's the best or worst product on the market. I'll give her a little pull back.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like your powers in this game are somewhat arbitrary because it's like you can repair this random house and all this stuff. Did I get a reward for that or is it just... Oh. Oops.
Wow. Wow.
Look, I didn't mean to do that. She's fine. Look, she didn't break
So
anything.
you're supposed to make the sun right there?
Yeah. So I was reading this interesting article, speaking of old people, that's like, aging is entirely up to you. And this was a scientist who was doing research into how aging functions. And it's like, the amount of care you put into your body is going to determine how quickly or how slowly you age. So if you like, sit around all day, chances are like, by the time you're 30, your back's going to be in constant pain and it's going to be hard to recover from that. But if you're fairly active in your 20s and 30s, you probably can go most of your life without feeling any pain.
That's amazing.
Yeah. My brother, I think, he's approaching the age of 60. And he hiked Kilimanjaro when he was 55, I want to say.
Wow.
And he felt pretty confident, so for his 60th birthday party, he's gonna buy himself plane tickets to go back and hike Kilimanjaro again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm very jealous. He said he flew into Dubai, and then from there went to... I can't remember if it was Ethiopia or Kenya. I think it was Kenya. Said it's interesting though because you would think the plane ride from the UAE or Dubai to Kenya would be pretty fast because they're actually not that far apart. But you have to take a lot of detours because there are a bunch of no-fly zones in that area. So it ends up making a flight that should probably be 3 hours, around 5 hours long.
Wow.
Speaking of long flights, how are we gonna plan to entertain ourselves for the 12-hour flight that's to Japan?
Idea. I just hope we get to go.
Yeah.
But I'll probably bring books. I might just take melatonin and sleep.
I've kind of gotten to the point where it's like, I have to accept that we're probably not going to be able to do everything that I want to do.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know, maybe Japan will be like, we're better at dealing with diseases because we believe in masks than the United States will be, or is. Because it's so frustrating to me. It's just like, everything is being dragged on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, China already got rid of this disease. Okay, gotta get that last one. And... Wait, was this where I watched the old man dance?
I think so, yeah.
Rufusake?
I do remember this part.
This was an epic
It
part?
was amazing.
Okay. Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Have you heard that song?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I think it's cool. I don't think I've listened to it that much.
The artist has a really unique voice,
Yeah.
which, it's funny because I feel like there's certain artists in the world where you like their voice, but if it was in any other context, you wouldn't. And so she has one of those voices, right? Where
Wow.
she, well, no, it's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Like, it just makes them more unique and
I
stand
see,
out
I
from the
see.
competition.
I see.
Because it's a real difficulty. Like, there are a ton of talented people out there, but it's
Yeah.
very difficult to stand out
Yeah.
in a field that has, like, people who will write songs as a hobby and, you know, but
Yeah.
still work full time.
Yeah.
But I think the songs she writes work specifically for her voice, and no one else can really sing them, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think she can really sing other songs as well, because I don't think they work as well for her voice.
You've
Like
got
a-
a weird look in your eyes.
I just liked the dog's like little eye arrow that was pointing straight towards the orange. Just the main character in this game is so charming. Like, I know they don't give it that much of a personality from the sense like it doesn't talk at all, but it's like the little things like that that it's just like, aw, I love you, puppy. Or I think I have to pay attention because I have to draw at some point. There we go. Okay.
It's your turn to shine.
Yeah, I got this. Apparently, he didn't have enough energy to finish out the dance, so I had to finish it up for him. Top one. No. One more. Really jiving at this music right now. Okay, now it's the last one. Those mountains in the background are interesting too.
Yeah.
They definitely draw them differently for the village than they did for the area outside of the village, because it looked more like, these to me almost look like you could mistake them for the wind,
Yes.
and the ones out there you definitely couldn't.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, I got an atmosphere. It's even prettier. It's got all the leaves now. The pink leaves. And he fell asleep
He's
drunk.
all tired now.
Sometimes I see this wolf and I'm just like, I want a dog. So
I want a dog so bad.
I don't want to take care of a dog is a problem. That's why I want a Shiba Inu though, because they're basically cats, just in a dog's body. There's a Shiba Inu rescue organization specifically. So here's the thing though. So I know someone, different breed of dog, right? They were interested, they're obsessed with pit bulls. They love pit bulls, like that's their favorite dog, right? Which is a good thing, because pit bulls are one of the breeds where people are just like, I don't want to adopt these dogs because it's aggressive and has that stereotype going for it, right? So, of course, like, it's very difficult to adopt him out. This adoption agency came out to his house. He has a 4,000 square foot house. He lives on like 5 acres of land, has a huge just chunk of property, right? Said, we're not gonna let you adopt this dog
What?
because you don't have the right conditions for it.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, she changed outfits.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, why not? She got hot. She's wearing less clothing now. I mean, you've never been like, wow, it's really hot. I'm gonna change outfits.
I guess so. But what?
Is this something do you have an issue with the way she's dressed, Mo?
No, I'm just saying she changed outfits and I'm confused why.
Why not?
She doesn't have her butthole dress anymore.
Yeah, but she
That was,
feels
like,
hotter in
classic.
this.
That was like classic.
The butthole dress was classic.
Yeah, it's become classic. It's been in the game for an hour and a half.
Which is funny because like an hour and a half of this game is like maybe 1% of the total game.
What?
Oh, we're nowhere near the end.
What?
Nowhere near. That's why I said we might only make it to the first boss because like
Oh my goodness.
this game is so long. I mean, if they announce the second one coming out, then we might take it all the way. But like, I don't know if we can make it all the way through this game because there will be like 150 episodes at the very least.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Also, I keep making mistakes and like paying attention to Paper Mario things that are going on online, and I'm just like, wow, there are a bunch of like game mechanics and bosses and areas that we have not discovered
really?
yet.
Okay, we
yeah.
gotta keep playing it.
They got very creative with this game, and I haven't played the original, so I don't know if that's improved since then, but it's very nice.
That's exciting. We'll get there.
Hopefully. Why'd we stop playing it? Just got different games, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a bunch of games that we started and just never finished them. I don't mind doing like the one-off episodes either, but
Yeah.
it's also funny because I was looking at a list of new games because I was like, okay, what else can we play? And everything that everyone's recommending, like the release date is still to be determined.
Oh wow.
Because I definitely want to play Pokemon Snap. Yeah, Pokemon Snap
Yeah.
2.
That'd be fun.
I never played the original. Breath of the Wild is a no-brainer. That one's gonna be difficult though because I feel like we're both gonna want to play it simultaneously, and not like
Yeah.
ruin any of the plots for each other.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about Breath of the
I
Wild.
know.
So I've been reading up on it a lot.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait, how much info is out now?
not much.
Okay.
It's basically the last time we watched the last commercial was the most recent
That's it.
information. Yeah, that's pretty much all we know about it at this point. So people who design games though analyze the commercial just to see if there's any hints from it. And one major thing they pointed out was it's very difficult to program long hair, just because it's difficult to prevent it from like clipping through walls
Yeah.
as such. Well, I put that lily pad right where I wanted,
You really did.
next to that wall so I could climb up, and this game just moved the lily
Yep.
pad.
They were like, yeah, no, we don't like what you did.
Yeah. Okay. I'll redraw it, I guess. But they analyzed like Zelda's character design, and they were like, her redesign is very conducive to being a playable character.
What?
Yeah. So the current theory is that Zelda's gonna be a playable character.
That would be so cool.
Also, not gonna lie, I ship this Link and Zelda so hardcore.
They are pretty cute.
Although I don't know if Link had any feelings for her, but I thought like it was
Who
well.
knows? Link is such a blank slate.
Well, we ship Link though. We support
I
him.
do, but I'm like, dude, do you feel anything?
Well, he likes
Do you
food.
feel anything?
He's
Yeah,
quite glad.
apparently the food, yeah.
So every single Zelda game that's ever been created has always started with Link sleeping. That's always been the opening scene. I don't think there's a single game that was an exception to
Wow.
that. Yeah, because Ocarina of Time, Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess. Yes. Wait. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Because I think it opens with you talking to that guy about Twilight. Wow, that's a disappointment. Twilight Princess is like, I feel like I'm the only one who defends that game actually, but I actually think it's a good video game. Okay, well, we got the materials that we need to escape, or not escape.
Not escape.
Before we end this episode, I need to tell you a story.
I'm ready.
So, my old, I was at Oxford University for a debate tournament at some point,
Yes.
right? And, oh my gosh. My partner and I was stuck in the hallways of this random building in Oxford. So the university
Oh
isn't
my
like
goodness.
clear cut, like academic in the sense the US is, like clear classrooms, you can get around easily. It's very much so like winding hallways and there are books
What?
everywhere. every single wall is just covered in books.
Really?
Yeah. No, it's crazy. Like
Oh
all the
my
buildings we were in
goodness.
were just libraries, basically.
Wow.
And they weren't actually even the actual library.
Wow.
And so everything looks the same, but we couldn't figure out how to get out of the building. And so we're just wandering around, and this British guy comes up and is very politely like, "Hey, how you doing? Do you need help or anything?" And I just look at him and I'm like, "How do we get out of here?" And we walked outside. My partner was like, "What was that?" And I was like, "I thought we were gonna die in there." Probably traumatized
Or did
us.
you just panic because he was cute and you were like, I don't know what to say?
No, he wasn't cute.
No, okay.
No, I was also getting like gay vibes off of him, but my gaydar has been off in the past. So.
You just like get us out of this building and don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
Anyways,
Good story.
goodbye, everyone.
Bye.